On Tuesday, the campus organizations, Faculty for Justice in Palestine, Students for Justice in Palestine, and Graduate Students for Justice in Palestine came together in a walkout. Participants gathered in front of Royce Hall, where speeches were given by members of the organizations.
Is funding our money, using our money to kill people, to starve people, and to take people hostage.
I demand that the UC do better in asserting how it will protect our friends, our students, our colleagues with adjunct immigration status.
You will have to take the life out of my body for me to abandon Palestine.
They marched around Perloff Hall to Murphy Hall. Where they gave more speeches specifically targeting the UCLA administration located inside.
And surveillance from UCLA PD and also the state government.
I just walked out of my course on political violence to talk to you about political violence on this campus. UCLA, the people in the building right behind us, must publicly commit to protecting our students. On its Palestine Solidarity encampment to restore Columbia's federal funding.
Administrative Vice Chancellor Michael Beck was spotted looking at the protest from a window above. At Murphy Hall, we spoke to a volunteer with SJP.
Sure. So today we are here to protest the detention of Mahmoud Khalil. Mahmoud Khalil is a member of Columbia SJP. He is one of the people who were the key negotiators in their Gaza Solidarity encampment, and he was detained by the Department of Homeland Security on March 8th. Despite possessing a green card and being a legal permanent resident, both of those statuses were revoked as a result of his advocacy for Palestine. We are here because we believe he was directly targeted for speaking out in support of Palestine on his campus. Today we're hoping to bring that advocacy to our campus of supporting the immediate release of Mahmoud Khalil and being part of a national call to demand that student activity, student advocacy for Palestine isn't criminalized, as well as speaking out against the heightening decline into fascism we're seeing with the immigration policies and executive orders being pushed out in support of or by the state.
We also spoke to Undergraduate Students Association Council President Adam Tafili.
What we've been doing over the past couple of months is showing up to stuff like this just to see how the response is and if there is a response, and then taking that back after the fact and trying to improve or suggest improvements to the responses by administration /PD/everyone else. A lot of students have concerns about this, but at the same time, it's just people using their right to free speech. So it's a balance between people feeling safe and people expressing themselves, and we try and maintain a balance between all of those.
After that, protesters walked down Bruin Walk, gathering around the stage in Bruin Plaza, where more speeches were made. We discussed the event with Graham Blair, an associate professor of political science and a spokesperson for FJP.
We're demanding that UCLA make a different choice and decide to protect its students and not cooperate with ICE. President Trump has made clear that he's targeting Palestine Solidarity activists for arrest and deportation, and so I'm very worried for our students. UCLA administrators should be too. Today, in particular, we're hoping that the UCLA administration listens for the first time, and University of California and UCLA are longtime homes of the free speech movement and social movements, from the civil rights movement to apartheid, anti-apartheid protests in the 1980s to Black Lives Matter, and this is a continuation of that important tradition, which has led to major social changes around the world. And I hope that UCLA will, instead of just celebrating those past movements on their website, will take actions to protect students both from their own police forces, but also from the federal government.
Pro-Israel counter-protesters were also present at the protest. Some engaged in anti-immigrant rhetoric. Campus security officers stood by, some recording videos of the protest. I'm Madeline Woo for the Daily Bruin.